Hi there, this is Outdoor Gear Chat. We're at Kendal Mountain Festival for episode 76 and we've got a dog joining us, so there might be some mirth in the background. Hi Cathy.
Hi Wayne. Yes, Flo the dog is joining us and she's been stealing hearts while we've been wandering around the show. And we're actually in the brewery way up on the terrace today recording this. Really remarkable guests, and one we're so pleased to welcome back. Alice Sainsbury blew us away with her insight into the Berghaus Adapts programme at KMF last year, and new to the Outdoor Gear Chat podcast is Sunday Times bestseller, speaker, Berghaus athlete and adaptive adventurer Ed Jackson. Welcome.
Thank you, good to be here.
And welcome Alice.
Thank you, hi. Good to be back.
Oh yeah, it is good to be back. It's been a brilliant vibe, hasn't it, already? Ed, we've got to say from the outset, congratulations on your recent trip to Kyrgyzstan and becoming the first disabled person to make a first ascent of a Himalayan peak, I believe. And I know it's something you've been working towards for a long time. How did it feel to stand on that summit?
Oh gosh, I mean, it was incredibly emotional. Like, you push the boat out on some of these expeditions, and this definitely was quite a long shot. But everything just seemed to come together, and we'd had the most amazing few weeks in the build-up, spending time in this remote valley, getting to know the local shepherd and his family, but also we took out some beneficiaries from M2M as well, Will and Hannah, so it was just this incredible experience that culminated in this quite technical summit, and this gendarme stood on top of it with an eagle circling over the top.
Oh, wow.
And we were raising money for M2M, but also for a children's orphanage over there for disabled children. And we went and showed them all the footage, and we said, look, we want you to name the mountain, to which they called it Nadezhda, which is Hope Peak. So it was one of those trips where, like I said, I'd die happy tomorrow. Like, adventure could be done for me now. And so I've come back from this feeling really content and happy, and I suppose you keep plugging away, and I've been on lots of expeditions that have gone horribly wrong, and then all of a sudden this comes along and you're like, that was all worth it.
Oh yeah, incredible. Oh, to have an eagle going around on the summit as well, my gosh, that's just like the final box tick.
I think we were stood on his perch.
Oh.
We were like, wow, that's amazing. Then we're like, it's the size of a car, it might start attacking us soon, we should probably get off this.
It's getting closer,
yeah,
it's getting closer.
Beauty to terror, and quite quickly. But yeah, incredible experience.
So I think we should probably just explain M2M, your charity, Millimeters to Mountains. It's one of the charity partners at the festival, I believe.
Yes,
well.
that's right, yeah.
Do you want to just tell us a little bit about charity and what that does? And obviously you had two folk with you out in Kyrgyzstan. So what does Millimeters to Mountains provide?
So in a nutshell, we help young adults who have been through trauma, using the outdoors and adventure as a tool for recovery, I suppose. But actually it's more of just a community for people to get together and share their experiences, share their stories and support each other. We have like an inch wide, mile deep approach that we take people on for a 3-year period, and we go quite in depth with each beneficiary. I mean, Alice can speak from the beneficiary angle. She's just graduated to the alumni.
Wow.
One of our big success stories. But it was born out of me realising that a lot of my recovery was based on being outdoors, challenging myself, but actually more than that, my support network. And I realised that a lot of people don't have that support network. So I was just trying to pay that forward to other people. And yeah, it's something we're incredibly proud of and passionate about.
Can I jump in and ask you about that then, Alice? Sorry, is that just pile in and tell us a little bit more about that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, I felt slightly like an imposter coming into M2M because I'd been ill, sort of 6 years previously, and thinking, I was doing okay. I mean, I was struggling. I was really struggling with my health, struggling with not getting better, struggling with work, trying to live independently, struggling with a lack of support. And you don't quite realise that until you enter M2M. And I, in those 3 years, my life has completely changed. Obviously for better. I mean, it really has changed in the way that I think community is so big. And I think just being seen, there's no surface level conversation at M2M. You dive in deep. I mean, when you first meet each other, you're like, great, so what went wrong in your life then? and that's great, because you're then suddenly bonded so quickly. And I think through all of that, and through Ed and Lois's and the team's support, you gain confidence, and when you're doing all this outdoors stuff together and you're bonding together, you're just gaining more and more confidence, and it completely changes your life. And I mean, all right, I'm graduating, but I'm not leaving the M2M family, as it were.
Yeah.
Or as I like to say, cult.
Oh,
Not allowed to say that one. I'm joking. But
it's
it
not
is-
a cult, my
It's not. It's not. I just try and wind it up every time. But no, it is. I think it's lifelong now, isn't it? I mean, the friendships that I've made, surpass so many of friendships that I had previously. And the community, I think, and being seen is it's massive.
Yeah.
And we were just saying before, last year you blew us both away talking about the Berghaus Adapts stuff and everything that you were working with on that. It was just, I guess, just such an eye-opener for us for various reasons. And you were saying what is the words right? It's a shame that it is a surprise to us, as culturally, societally.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting actually, because I was actually in London last week and I was at the Design and Disability exhibition at the V&A, and actually there was so much adaptations happening, especially after the war, when everyone had come back.
Right.
And so then it was culturally, it was like, okay, there's the majority of our population are needing adaptations to their clothing, and so much adaptations were being made to spatial design, to houses, to society, to structure, to civic spaces, as well as clothing. And you realise that kind of after that, it sort of really dipped. And actually, it's normalising that within our culture, and normalising the fact that we've kind of got a good line underway at the moment, which is we are the only minority group really that you can join at any time, whether it be through illness, whether through accident like Ed, or if you have the privilege, age. We're all going to age. And so really you're only temporarily non-disabled. Is the way we're kind of trying to normalise it, because it's going to affect all of us. It's going to affect the people that you love, if not yourself. And eventually it will affect yourself. And I think, would you rather be kind of in your 80s, stuck inside, everyone saying, oh no, you can't go out and do this? Or do you want to still be getting outside and everything being normalised and possible to do that?
Yeah. And I suppose on your journey, Ed, how did the Berghaus Adapts programme help you achieve, well, I know you've done many expeditions, but this particular one to Kyrgyzstan?
I mean, it all came about because I got to a point where there was technical sections where I literally just couldn't move my left leg, or my hand would stop working because it was too cold. So that's when the adaptation started and evolved from there. So it was allowing me to unlock more extreme things. And then there was other people in the community who were going, oh, that would really help me to get over a stile, or to be able to do my insulin injections. And we were like, wow, this is a lot bigger. Like, we need to extend this. But in Kyrgyzstan particularly, I've got a knee loop which helps me manipulate my left leg with my hand. I've got extra ventilation zips on my jackets because I don't sweat from the chest down, so I overheat really easily. I'll get extra big loops on my zips to pull things to do my coats up and down when my hands are cold. And as Alice rightfully pointed out, and this is kind of what we're trying to get across to the brand, the way business works, they've got to be, it's fair enough speaking to a small brand that's founder-led and passionate, and they'll do these things, but for the bigger brands, they've got people to answer to, they've got shareholders, so you've got to make a business, it's got to make business sense. And actually all of these adaptations can help people when they're getting older. We can extend people's time outdoors, and that is a massive market, because they're the people with disposable income. It's a huge demographic. And it's not just doing it because we should be supporting everyone to get outdoors. It actually makes perfect sense. And I feel we're getting to the point now, hopefully we're starting to get a bit of traction for brands to realise that it's not just about adaptation. There's other ways to create access to the outdoors. Some brands are doing it, but it's right at the tip of the iceberg. And I think if they don't do it, they'll start to get left behind.
That's a really interesting point, and it's something we're seeing in our shops. We are very technical shops, but our customer demographic is getting older and older and older, and we're kind of sort of sitting there thinking, right, we need to prepare for this at retail level, and we can't respond unless there's product for us to actually have on our shelves. So it's really critical across the board, but absolutely fascinating. Alice, Ed, thank you so much for your time and taking time out with us to chat. As with all of our guests, we can just carry on chatting, but everybody's got places to be at Kendal. It's a great show. There's so many films to see and talks to see. Ed, you're talking about your new book, aren't you, The Mountain's Edge?
I am, yeah.
And there's activities people can get involved in, there's runs going on, there's all sorts. If you would like to know more about Ed and his charity, Millimeters to Mountains, you can find that at millimeters2mountains.org. The Berghaus Adapts information you can find on the berghaus.com website. And if you are getting ready for a trip and you're wanting to come in for lots of advice, you can come into our shops and visit www.climbers-shop.com.